Alright guys, so I'm here on a garbage disposal or leak under the sink call. Typically garbage disposals, they won't leak unless you like turn it on a lot of times. Wow. That's a creative P-trap. Look at that, guys. Perfect. So the one thing that I can see is this nut right here is cracked, and that's most likely where it's coming from, because it would have been dripping out of the bottom if you needed a disposal. Make sure there's no water on that. My hand is dry. Still dry. So I'm thinking this is probably the cause of it. Let me get that replaced, and then we'll do a further test.
What needs to be replaced?
This.
Oh, that rim.
That plastic nut is broke.
Oh,
see it?
That's probably what it was.
Yeah. So let me get that repaired.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. All right. So we've got the issue here with this trap is that the house was remodeled, this kitchen. They bought a very, very deep sink, and unfortunately the drain stub out is high, which means this garbage disposal is part of the trap, unfortunately. Sir?
Yeah.
You listening to that?
Yeah.
So you may not get the life expectancy out of this garbage disposal that you normally would get. Get rid of it?
No, I actually am very careful with it. I don't put any cutting.
Well, that's not really the issue. The issue is that it's got water in it all the time. You understand? Because it's trapped. It's actually become part of the trap. And sometimes these things don't want to come out. And boy, they can be tough. They get warped from the hot water. Can't get it out. see that the bottom of the trap is higher than the discharge. See what I'm saying? How high this pipe is?
Yeah.
Which means this garbage disposal is full of water all the time. Not good. But we'll make it work. Really, the only thing that's going to happen is it might rust out. It might not last as long because of that. But maybe it'll last longer, who knows? Lack of oxygen, you know, being under the water. Okay. I got a new nut here. You ever hear of a guy named Rube Goldberg?
No, sir.
No? Come on.
What did he do?
He's like, there used to be a cartoon about him. He'd have a fix for everything, you know? He's a character. Pretty funny guy. But this is my life. Every damn thing I go to is not quite the way it's supposed to be, you know.
Of course not.
Why would it be? Such is life. Such is life. Yeah. I don't know why I struggle so much getting these screws in. Okay. Tighten that up. This nut now is actually part of the trap. It's in the trap seal. Alright, so I'm gonna fill this up. Something's dripping already. Maybe that the nut's cracked. Wow. Jeez. All right, I'm gonna try a different nut, because this nut that I put on there, it appeared to be the same, but it may be a different manufacturer, and that really makes a difference. So I'm gonna go to, I like to call it Plan B. Yeah, I am, unfortunately. All right, so that looks pretty good. I'm gonna change this gasket out. I've got a couple extras of these, and I'm gonna change this 90 out, just because it doesn't want to come in and out easy. I'll be back in. All right, guys, I got a new 90. I had to cut it down. I got a new bracket. I got a new nut, plastic nut, which I want to check and make sure it's gonna work. Yeah. And I got a new gasket for this garbage disposal. So the first thing I want to do is, what I'm going to do different on this one is, this may not be straight, this adapter here. So I'm going to leave these nuts loose, and I'm going to tighten this up first. Let's see if that makes a difference. I do like these rubber washers here. These, we'll see. I'm going to use that one first. So I gotta, just want to get these in close. Turn that up. Yeah. dripping all over me. Tell if it's the garbage disposal dripping or now the garbage disposal is dripping. It's not dripping from up above. It's dripping from inside. Definitely leaking right out of this seam here, not from up above. Sir? Hey, when this thing, you said it was leaking a little bit, you saw the garbage disposal leaking. Was it dripping right from here? Yeah. It was?
Oh, I don't know where it was dripping.
Okay. Yeah, because it's dripping from the bottom. I don't know if it was just dried out when I first started, but you need a garbage disposal, unfortunately. But how old do you think this thing is? Like over 3 years ago? Yeah, because it would have been under warranty. You could call. But there's no doubt that this is a bad garbage disposal. It's dripping right out of the bottom here. And there's nothing I can do. They just, you know, they wear out. So I have the same one on my truck, and I can put it in for you.
Oh, you do have one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I bought it at Lowe's or someplace. I don't know where.
Yeah.
How much is that going to be? I'm really tight this month.
Yeah, it's going to be $300 installed, but that's, I'm going to eat all this stuff that I've already done. You know what I mean?
All right, do it.
Yeah, you and I both, my friend. All right, guys, so That's all coming out of the garbage disposal because the garbage disposal is part of the trap on this system, unfortunately, which is probably why it failed prematurely. Who did your countertops? Yeah.
They were done a long time. Actually, the last review was done over 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys get all new roofs put in here? Cost you a ton of money?
Yeah, remember, I don't own my house.
Oh.
We build these things. So, but I do all the repairs on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it cost them, they just had an assessment. It cost everybody $7,500.
Welcome to Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
The surprise bill in the mail. Just when you thought you were getting ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, my guy's been, that's why I take care of everything. My guy's been fair with me. So I do everything. I don't for anything anymore.
Yeah.
Just to take care of it, and he takes care of me.
Oh, that's good. You have a good relationship with your landlord.
We've been here 6 years already.
Yeah, some landlords, man, they're there raking you over the coals every year.
No, this guy, he's good because we take care of property.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of it. We do what we can ourselves. So
Capabilities, yeah. What's that?
That whole counter has to be.
Yeah, I'm looking at it and it looks like the sink's falling off in the back there. There's a big hole in the back.
Is that?
Oh yeah. Can't you see that? I mean, there's a ½ inch gap between the countertop and the sink. That's where a lot of water can come from. But you also have a bad disposal, unfortunately.
Yeah, the countertop is something that's going to have to be dealt with. I know. There's a company that does, they cut the granite straight back, and they sink one of those farmhouse sinks in it, kind of thing.
Yeah, that might be a better option for you.
But I'm not going to, because it's going to be unfortunate. I'm not going to. I can't do it.
Yeah, I hear you.
This.
Getting to be too much.
It's getting to be too much. And
everything's so damn expensive.
Yeah, well, that's why I can't get ahead of these things. I can't save anything.
Oh, I know it.
Hey, I'm 75 and I'm still working.
We goddamn time, yeah. Thinking about a new career. Fucking bank robbery, you know? Pretty easy. You can do it when it's hot out. Yeah, man, this sink's ready to fall down, brother. That's probably why the...
I just don't want to deal with it.
I'm gonna have to cut a board or something to hold this thing up, man. I mean, the whole sink's moving. Oh, there's no brackets in the back. Let me get that other gasket. Oh.
I didn't realize it was
so
much
bad.
movement. No, I didn't. I mean, how when
Yeah.
we really didn't notice.
Well, I mean, it's, the more you hear and the more I look at things, I'm realizing what's going on here. Whoever remodeled this place did a shitty job. Basically, they should have known not to sell a sink that was so deep. You know, it's normal to have to deal with that. Okay, so we got a new gasket. He's got a fancy strainer up here. So I'm gonna see if I got some wood on the truck, at least to stand a 2x4 up in the back. You understand what I'm saying? To keep it from, but you gotta be careful when you're using the sink that because it needs to be taken down and re-caulked, you know. But the whole thing's cracked, like you said, so. Yeah. How old did you say you are?
I'm 75.
Yeah, and still working.
Still working.
I'm gonna die. I could have died with my boots on yesterday. It was so goddamn hot out there.
Miserable. Humidity is hot.
I'm over Florida, man.
Yeah, I'm ready to go too, but
Where do you go and not regret it? You know?
well, we still have a decent job, and it's not horrible.
I'm thinking what country to move to, not.
I already started that, but Tom wants to work for another 4 or 5 years, and to go get a new job at our age is ridiculous. So
Yeah, good luck with that.
I can see where they are, but I've already done all the research on Portugal.
Portugal.
Yeah.
You know what's nice about Portugal and Spain? They're never in the news. It's quiet there, you know?
It's very safe, too.
Yeah, it appears to be, you know?
No, I've already checked it all out.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
If you go over there as an expat, you can't work.
No?
No, they won't let you work.
Well, they don't want you taking jobs. Well, they'd have everybody in the world moving there.
Exactly. No, you can't. And you can collect Social Security there. I mean, they'll send a check, so. So that's not an issue, but it's you can't work.
Okay, so. Yeah.
Garbage disposal.
All these modern conveniences turning into a nightmare. You know?
Like I said, I don't use it that much. I'm a believer in because I don't want anything to happen.
Yeah.
When I peel something, I put it in a plastic bag, stick it in the freezer, and put it out in the garbage.
Yeah. That's a good thing to do.
That's what I do.
It just puts a demand on everything.
I really, I just really didn't want to overuse the disposal because I was afraid this was going to happen.
Well, unfortunately, with garbage disposals, if you don't use them, you're kind of damned if you do and damned if you don't.
I know they lock up sometimes.
Yeah, you have to use it. Well, I'm sitting on a nice house in Sarasota on almost an acre of land. That's my final hand at the poker table and in Florida, and we'll see. I may be down the road here shortly. It's over it, you know. They made me put a $20,000 roof on my house with the insurance industry. time they have to spend money, they just turn and look at the people who send the money and say, we need more. Unfortunately, they own our legislature in this state. Nobody questions, you know, there should be investigations going on why people still have blue tarps on their roof, you know, after a year and a half or 2 years now. That hurricane.
Remember back in early 2000?
Yep. Charlie? 2004. That was horrible. We got 4 or 5 hurricanes that year.
We were working on shit. We were driving down Alligator Alley all the time.
Yep. Yeah. Because the insurance companies love nothing more than to take your money. They don't give it back. They'd rather hire a team of lawyers and pay them to deny your claim. You are drip-free, but you still got a major issue here with this sink. So I'm going to see if I got a 2x4. Do you have any wood laying around? I gotta measure a piece and get a board in here and hold this sink up, man. It's ready to fall down. Not good. Little spot there. Yeah, that's perfect. Might be the one we need. Where'd you get this? From in here?
No. It was in the garage.
God is with you today, my friend. Well, that's all you need, I think, man. I'll get this thing put in, and hopefully it'll hold that up a little bit, but you gotta be really careful. I mean, see the gap? You can see the light. The whole damn sink's hanging off. All the way around. There's no brackets whatsoever back there. I probably should stop filling it. That's not helping. Just need to make sure that my stuff's tight here. Let me get a measurement. And I'll make it a little bit long. Yeah. Wow. I can get this guy in here. Hey, here we go. All right. That looks better, my friend. Okay. All right. This countertop is all cracked. Whoever did this did not a very good job. But I was able to get that gap closed back there. The sink's not gonna fall, but they're gonna have to deal with this countertop issue. So I believe we're all set here, guys. At least it's not gonna fall. You know what I'm saying? So you're good. I'll put this tray back under here. Good thing to leave these in here. Do you have a cookie sheet or something you could put in there?
Yeah, I'll find something.
Something a little lower profile and bigger. It'll catch the water. Here's your warranty paperwork.
Okay, thank you.
Stopper. You don't need that. You have your own. Is this your rag or mine?
That's mine.
Okay. That's fine. I just lose track of what I bring in. And okay, so what did I quote you for a price?
You said 300.
Yeah, with the Florida bed tax, roof tax, visitor's tax, it's going to be $999, and you can just write it out to the state of Florida. No. Kidding.
How much you want this check for?
300.
300. How do you want me to make it out?
John Phillips Plumbing.
Thank you, sir.
Have a great day, huh?
Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, sorry about the delay this morning, but
That's okay.
I had a job yesterday from hell. But anyways, all right.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one, buddy. Thank you for calling. I wish you didn't need it, and I wish I could do it cheaper, but
I know. It is
unfortunately, you know the deal.
I do.
Have a great day, sir.
You too. Thanks so much.
Yep. This whole fucking community had wood shake roofs. Wood shakes. And they just had to put all new roofs on this whole fucking place, probably to the tune of a couple $1 million. he said each house got assessed $7,000. That was above and beyond what they've already been assessed. When you pay HOA fees, you're paying for that roof to be repaired in 20 years. But that was just the cost overrun, where the money 20 years ago, when they would figured out how much they needed to replace a roof, now it's fucking 3 times as much, because our governor DeSantis won't fucking push back against these insurance companies who seem to run the fucking state. They're fucking rip-off artists. They go hand in hand with Donald Trump. They ain't here to help us, guys. Donald Trump ain't here to help us. He's here to help himself. Believe that. Alright, guys. It's about 12:15. I've got my shit done today. I need to check my phone and see if anybody's called. Got to the point where I don't answer my phone when I'm working, man. Can't do it. Can't do it, man. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta go home and look at this. The fucking homeless population eradication team was here. Must have been some homeless people living in these woods. Poor motherfuckers. And they come here and tear their house down. That's pretty bad. Like, come on, man, really? Florida.